Now we're talking about spring, which you know is around the corner. It's coming. So winter has given us months of hearty soups, stews, curries, and comfort food. But as we get closer to spring, our plates naturally start looking a little different. So think strawberries, avocados, peaches, peas, beans, and plenty of fresh leafy greens. But the question is, eating seasonally, is it really about enjoying what's fresh and available, or can it actually be better for our health, our pockets, and even our environment? So to help us understand this, of course, you're most welcome to hop onto our screens and join us live. We are live on YouTube right now. We have Janri Bernard, who is a dietitian. She's going to be talking about spring is coming and how to make the most of seasonal produce. Good morning, Janri, and welcome to Urban Woman on Radio Al-Ansar.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Spring is definitely in the air. Ooh.
Yes. Are you feeling the heat?
Yes,
warmth.
yes. Oh, especially after
Especially after the snow, indeed. So share with us, Janri, firstly, why do our food choices naturally tend to change when we move from winter into spring?
Okay, so as winter turns to spring, our food choices naturally change because our bodies need these lighter foods as the weather warms up, as we all know. But we shift away from these heavy warm meals, like you just mentioned, the soups, the stews, but we actually crave these fresh fruits, crisp vegetables, and even hydrating foods. So remember also longer daylight hours also change our internal clocks, altering our hunger hormones and boosting our energy. You know, we all feel a bit more revised if we wake up and we already see the sun out.
True.
And the more sunlight increases your happy brain chemicals, which can lift your mood and also change what you're going to eat.
Something that we all definitely want. Happy hormones. What are some of the best seasonal foods that we should be looking out for as spring arrives in South Africa?
Okay, so as you were saying, there's sweet strawberries, we have asparagus coming out, broad beans, green peas, and also a lot of leafy greens, spinach, Swiss chard, rocket. It's abundant, it's affordable, and it's also something crisp to add to any meal. So, and also don't forget the late season green and dark skinned avos, which still remain plentiful through mid-spring for us all.
Fantastic. And the World Health Organization actually recommends around 400 grams of fruit and vegetables a day. What does 400 grams actually look like on a normal plate?
So 400 grams is actually equals about 5 80-gram portions to make it more practical. And remember, about an 80-gram portion equals to 1 cup of handful of fruit, 3 heaped tablespoons of cooked veggies, or 1 medium whole fruit. So to make this practical, you can actually spread it through your day, like 1 medium banana or half a cup of berries, and 1 apple for a snack, and then again 3 heaped tablespoons of vegetables like broccoli, spinach, peas, or carrots for lunch, and even having a large tomato just as like a salsa, having it extra for the salad as a side at dinner.
Fantastic. And January, after months of soups, stews, and heavier comfort foods, how can we make that transition to lighter meals, without feeling hungry all the time?
That's true. So now we need to swap the heavy cream and root veggies, which we would be eating, for the lean proteins, high volume rich greens, and also complex fibers. So you need to fill up your veggies like cucumber, celery, zucchini, and also your leafy greens, adding spinach, kale, or even cabbage to bulk up your meals without adding the calories. That's also important. And also, again, your healthy fats like avocado can replace butter as a spread and even be a dip for crisp vegetables. And don't forget about plant proteins like your beans, your lentils, chickpeas, and not only free, but now you can use it in a salad or having a salad bowl for the whole family to eat from.
Fantastic. And John, South Africa actually has a major food waste problem. What are some of the biggest mistakes households make that result in fruit and vegetables being thrown away?
Okay, so this is actually very scary because in South Africa we estimate waste about 210 kilograms of food each year. So most foods is also before it reaches retail or your fridge, and 49% is lost during processing and packaging, 18% even during consumption stage. So this means that about 10 million tons of food is wasted each year. This means about 6 sports stadiums where we wasted. So the main thing in South African households, we can actually often waste fruit and vegetables by not overbuying in bulk, because a lot of us do that,
Yeah.
especially if the prices are better,
Yes.
but to buy what we use, and then otherwise to share this food as well. Especially if we get it at a good price instead of wasting the food as well. And also think of basic things like your fridge temperature manager and looking at even putting food in the fridge, fruit and vegetables that need to go there or being stored correctly to last longer.
It's so true. I think we suffer from FOMO when we see the price has dropped and we want to buy. But definitely when it comes to fruit and veggies, you cannot keep it for too long. So I like that one. Share it. Sharing is caring. Share it. Fantastic. And Johnny, what are some healthy spring snacks for children instead of reaching for processed foods?
Yes, that's always a problem because the children want the processed food first, the takeaway. But
Mhm.
remember, we also want to boost their immune system. We want to develop their gut microbiome. So things like snap peas with a guacamole dip from your fresh avos, carrot and cucumber sticks with hummus, which you can even make yourself at home from chickpeas or brewed broad beans,
Mhm.
or even berry and fruit skewers with all the nice fruits that's in season now. Even roasted the chickpeas you can make by tossing rinsed canned chickpeas in olive oil and dash some cumin or garlic powder over it and bake it in the oven or air fryer until it's crunchy.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm sure the mums are going to try it for sure. And lastly, as we wrap up, is there something as eating too much fruit?
Well, for most people, eating whole fruit in large amounts is not bad. But remember, whole fruit means it's fresh fruit, and this contains fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, which also helps to slow down your sugar absorption, making it hard to overeat water later. But however, eating excessive amounts of fruit can cause digestive discomfort, and people with specific health needs, especially with diabetes or even if they have any intolerance towards certain foods, should definitely monitor their intake.
Thank you so much for that. But thank you for your time this morning, helping us to understand how to make the most of seasonal produce and enjoy the tail end of winter. And then happy spring to you. Until we
Thank
connect
you.
again. Only a pleasure. Bye for now. And that was John Ray Bernard, dietitian. We were talking about spring is coming, so how to actually make the most of seasonal produce. You're listening to Urban Woman with me, Razia Rangrage. I'll be back shortly after the break. Stay tuned.